Artificial intelligence. Everyone's talking about it, from tech experts to your uncle who still doesn't know how to turn off autocorrect. But what is it really? And how does it actually work behind all the fancy buzzwords and viral headlines? Because let's be honest, most people either think AI is going to make life easier or destroy humanity, and the truth, as always, is somewhere in between. So let's break it down, human to human, no complicated jargon, just how this thing really works. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is basically when machines are designed to think and learn like humans. That's it in the simplest form, but of course it's way more complex under the hood. Think of it as trying to teach a computer to make decisions the way we do by learning from experience. But unlike humans, AI doesn't have emotions, instincts, or that gut feeling we rely on. It learns purely from data oceans of it. So when you ask ChatGPT a question or your phone's assistant sets your alarm, you're not talking to something that understands you emotionally. You're talking to a system trained on massive amounts of information, designed to find patterns and give you the most relevant answer. It's not magic, it's math. A whole lot of math. Now, AI has a few main types. There's narrow AI, which is what we mostly have today's systems built to do one specific thing, like face recognition on your phone or the recommendation system on Netflix that somehow always knows you're about to start another crime documentary at 2 a.m. Then there's general AI, which doesn't exist yet. That's the type of intelligence that could perform any task a human can do, and possibly better. And then there's super intelligent AI, the one people love to make movies about, the kind that could outthink us entirely. We're not there yet, but that's the one that gets everyone nervous. Let's stick with what's real right now. When AI learns, it's not like a child learning from mistakes in a classroom. It's more like feeding the machine a massive amount of examples until it starts recognizing patterns. For example, if you show an AI a million pictures of cats and dogs, it starts figuring out which features belong to each. Over time, it gets so good that when you show it a new picture, it can tell you, yep, that's a cat, even if it's never seen that exact image before. That's what we call machine learning, a subset of AI where systems learn from data without being explicitly programmed every step of the way. But there's another level of deep learning. This is where it gets wild. Deep learning uses something called neural networks, inspired by the human brain. These networks are made up of layers of interconnected neurons, which are basically mathematical functions that process information. Each layer learns something different. One might learn to detect edges in an image, another learns shapes, and another learns objects. It's like a massive web of digital neurons working together to figure things out. And here's the crazy part. Deep learning is what powers most of the modern AI we use today. It's behind everything from voice recognition to self-driving cars, from medical imaging to language translation. It's the reason AI feels so human-like, even though it's just a bunch of calculations happening millions of times per second. But how does it actually make decisions? Well, it's not really deciding like we do, it's predicting. Let's say you type best pizza places near me into an app. The AI doesn't know what pizza is or cares how hungry you are. It just looks at your location, past behavior, ratings, and thousands of other data points, then predicts what you'll most likely click on. That's how AI works at its core. It doesn't think, it predicts. And that's both its strength and its biggest weakness, because predictions are only as good as the data it learns from. If the data is biased, incomplete, or outdated, the AI can make some really bad calls. For example, if a hiring algorithm is trained mostly on data from male applicants, it might unconsciously start favoring men. That's not because AI is sexist, it's because data often reflects human bias. And when you feed those biases into a machine, it amplifies them. That's one of the biggest challenges in AI today, keeping it fair, ethical, and transparent. Because unlike a human, AI doesn't question morality. It doesn't stop to ask, should I do this? It just does what it's trained to do. That's why the people building AI systems carry so much responsibility. They're not just writing code, they're shaping how these systems think and influence the world. Now, let's talk about how AI actually learns step by step. At first, it's kind of dumb. It makes random guesses, checks if they're right or wrong, then adjusts. Over time, it gets better. It's like a kid learning to throw a ball. They miss a bunch of times, figure out what works, and improve. The difference is, an AI can go through millions of tries in seconds. That's how it becomes smart. Take ChatGPT for example. It's trained on huge amounts of textbooks, articles, websites, and all publicly available information. During training, it predicts the next word in a sentence over and over, learning patterns of human language. The more it practices, the better it gets at sounding natural. But it doesn't actually know what it's saying. It doesn't have opinions or beliefs. It's just responding based on probabilities. When it gives you an answer, it's choosing the words that are most likely to make sense based on everything it has learned before. And that brings up a really interesting point. AI doesn't understand meaning the way we do. You and I read a story and feel the emotions behind it. AI just sees words, patterns, and relationships between them. It can mimic empathy, humor, or creativity, but those are all reflections of data, not feelings. So when people say AI is getting too human, what they really mean is it's getting really good at imitating us. Still, what's happening now is mind-blowing. AI can already write music, design logos, create art, detect diseases, predict weather patterns, and even assist in scientific research. It's being used in self-driving cars, financial systems, video games, and space exploration. And basically, it's everywhere even when you don't notice it. That smart thermostat, AI. The voice filter that cleans up your audio, AI. The spam filter that saves you from 1,000 junk emails a week, yep, AI again. So it's not just in labs or big tech companies, it's literally living in your pocket, your home, your car, and your apps. And the better it gets, the more invisible it becomes. But here's the twist. AI isn't one single thing. It's a combination of multiple technologies working together: machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, and more. Each one handles a different piece of the puzzle. Natural language processing helps computers understand human language. Computer vision helps them see and interpret images. Robotics gives them physical form. When you combine these, you get systems that can interact with the real world intelligently, like autonomous drones or AI-powered medical tools. And yes, it's developing fast, like faster than any technology before it. The reason: data and computing power. The more data we create, the smarter AI gets. And in case you didn't know, humans create around 328 million terabytes of data every single day. That's like every person on Earth writing hundreds of books daily, and AI is reading all of it. But here's where it gets tricky. The smarter AI gets, the more dependent we become. It's already making decisions that affect everything we watch, what we buy, even what we believe. The algorithms curating your social media feed are forms of AI. They're not showing you the truth. They're showing you what keeps you scrolling, and that has a massive impact on human behavior. So when people say AI is taking over, they don't always mean robots walking the streets. They mean algorithms quietly shaping your thoughts, your preferences, your habits, all without you realizing it. That's a real influence, and it's happening now. Still, calling AI evil or dangerous misses the point. It's not good or bad, it's powerful. What matters is how we use it. If we design it to manipulate, it'll manipulate. If we design it to help, it'll help. The machine reflects its maker, and that's the scary part. Not killer robots, but systems that become too unpredictable. For example, I can generate realistic fake videos, clone voices, and even create fake news. This is where the term deepfake comes from. It's powerful and dangerous at the same time. We're entering an era where seeing might not mean believing anymore, but it's not all doom and gloom. The same technology that can fake videos can also detect fraud, catch cyber attacks, and help doctors diagnose diseases more accurately than ever. AI can speed up scientific discoveries, improve global education, and even help fight climate change. It all depends on how we steer it. So the truth about how AI really works isn't that it's smarter than us. It's that it learns differently. It doesn't think, feel, or dream. It calculates, predicts, and adapts. It's like a mirror reflecting the intelligence of humanity, but faster, more efficient, and without the emotional depth. It's a powerful tool, and it's shaping the next era of civilization right now. So, what do you think? Will AI make us smarter or just lazier with better Wi-Fi? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if this gives you something to think about. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into how the future's unfolding, one algorithm at a time.